I've no idea what we're going to talk about, but I hope it gets interesting. I'm going to do one thing first of all before we start. Oh, it's on now? Wonderful, okay. I'm going to ask a question. Here I have 100 dirhams. Real 100 dirhams. Who wants it? It's real, you can tell the colour. I didn't print it this morning. Who really wants it?
Who really wants it?
Who really wants it?
Okay.
Congratulations, give a round of applause. No, take it. Take it. Give up my round of applause. I happen to know he's got a lot of money anyway. But here's the thing that happened. I asked a question. The question was, who wants that money? And everybody was thinking, well, I'd like the money, but I don't want to put my hands up because, you know, it's kind of embarrassing. What if I make a fool of myself? And I just held it. And you're thinking, okay, maybe he's going to ask us a question. I hope I get it right, because I love these kind of quizzes. And I just held it out. And the guy who got it, Sridhar, is a friend of mine anyway for many years. Why did you get up, Sridhar? Why did you collect it?
I just wanted it.
You wanted it, exactly. Round of applause, by the way. Round of applause. Here's my point. If you want something that badly, you get up and you get it. Most of us wait for the rules. How should I work it? How should I? Maybe I can do it the right way. If I was to say to you now, guys, who wants to get 100 dirhams? How many people would get up and get it? Pretty much everybody, yes? But maybe you don't get a second chance. Now this presentation is called What Should I Do With My Life? And a friend of mine, Rodrigo Martinez, gave me the title. And the reason we put this together is because I want to share with you a number of different tips and ideas that will help you to navigate and fast track your happiness. Now what I don't want to do is tell you what you should be doing, because that's not my business. I don't want to talk about me either, because it doesn't matter who I am. Whoever I am, you can Google it and go, oh wow, that's interesting, or not Google it. The only thing that matters is what I can do for you. And this is the key thing about any relationship with anybody ever. If you want to have a happy relationship with your parents, with your friends, with your family, with employers, with anybody, always think what's in it for them rather than what's in it for you. So to ask you that question about getting the money, the reason I want to share this with you is because you guys have got the hardest time ever. How many people like doing exams? How many people hate it? How many people think exams are rubbish? Well, here's the thing, they are. You're right. Give yourselves a round of applause for getting that one right. However, your parents are not here and they want you still to do them. Let me explain how this all comes together, right? The education system was created 100, 200 years ago to get people out of the fields into factories. And to get into factories, you would get them the same age and you'd work on training them so they'd all be at the same level so they could then go on to work machines. That same system got the Industrial Revolution. Then it went on to a better revolution, what we are working in now, which is that you get into a proper job. You do really well at school, you get graduated, you go to a job offer, you get a job in a company, and from there they give you a safety zone. Working hard at school will allow you to be successful. And within that safety zone, you've got a comfort zone. Later on, you can get married if you want to. You can have 2.3 kids. I've not seen a 0.3 kid. Don't know what it looks like. And you can have a car, you can have a holiday, you have a mortgage, all these things. The problem is that over the last couple of years, it's started to change. That whole safety zone that we got taught about for hundreds of years has moved to over here. The comfort zone that everybody's working on, working really hard, keeping your boss, your teachers, your parents happy, is still here. If you work really hard for the rest of your life, doing what the system set you up to do, you will not be able to find a successful, happy life anymore, if you ever could. The world is changing so fast. With robotics, it's changing so fast with artificial intelligence and with digitization that the whole system that was set up for us to work on not only doesn't exist, but in the next 25 years might not exist at all. We're talking about the best part of maybe, let's take it back 25 years ago. It's not scary, but it seems kind of scary. 25 years ago, the internet was created. I know most of you were just a smile in your mummy and daddy's eye in those days, but trust me, the internet existed only after 25 years ago, so a lot of the jobs that we have right now didn't exist then. So when you say in 25 years, a lot of the jobs will be completely different, that is true, but that's always been the case, and new jobs will arrive as a direct result of that. So what do you have to do when you're studying really hard and you're going, I don't know where to put myself? Because if that system's wrong, Dave, what am I working towards? Why am I working so hard on these exams? But let me tell you before I get there, a little lesson about my daughter, Maya, who's 8 years old. I've taught her that she's got to care about 3 things. First of all, she's got to learn how to be happy. Second thing, she's got to learn how to learn new things. And the third thing, she's got to get on with people. I couldn't care less what her exam results are. I wanted to go out and try lots of different things, connect, do new, scary, but interesting stuff. She doesn't know what she's doing. Jump and grow wings on the way down. Why? Because those will set her up with the skills that she needs for the future. We don't know what jobs are going to be around or what's going to be different. But one thing I can tell you is that if you have something in mind and what you want to do, then you can't just do it like a generalist. You can't just do it like everybody else is doing it. You now have to reinvent yourself, even at this age, as an artist. And if you want to be a plumber, or if you want to be a computer technician or a programmer, you can't just be that job title. Be an artist in that job title. That means pushing yourself slightly out of the comfort zone. That means scaring yourself. But the thing is, your comfort zone's not going to work anymore. That discomfort zone, that scary bit, is where you should live, because it means you're alive. For the rest of your life, you should be going, where's this going? Because then your comfort zone will be in there. Your constant questions, where is this going, will mean you'll find your path and your roadmap to success. So how do you do this when everybody tells you it's not right? Do you know what percentage of people are into personal development and working out how to make themselves happy? Anybody?
20%.
30%, less than 30%. Less than 10%. About 2 or 3% maximum. People look in the mirror and say, if this is all I have, how can I improve that? Where do I start? Start by asking better questions, just like the lady was saying about Google. Google your brain. Ask yourself better questions. If you don't do that, then you're going to do what everybody else does. You'll go shopping. You'll buy bags and cars and shoes and wonder why you're in debt and not happy. But the system that's set up when you're talking about things like banks. Citibank has turned around and said that in the next 5 to 10 years, the banking industry will be cut in half. Anybody who thinks getting a job in a bank is a safe place to be, it's not anymore. They're getting laid off left, right and centre. People like spending their money where? On apps, on your phone, in-app purchases. One of the best ways you can start changing the way that you live your life is to gamify it. Imagine you were in a game and the game is you. You wake up, there's a brand new episode. You can power up with your breakfast, you can power up by reading a book, you can power up by getting educated on something. You go all the way through the day, and when you go to the end of your day and you go to bed, that's the end of your episode, your reality TV show. Do that every single day, and then when you have a rotten day, it doesn't matter, it's part of the game. Now, most people don't know this. Why? Because everyone's playing a completely different game from you. And when we're talking about good people and bad people, there are no good or bad people. The thing is, when you have somebody that does something horrible to you, in their world, they're doing the right thing with what they know. Doesn't mean it's good for you, but it doesn't mean that you're doing the right thing for everybody else. The only person you can keep an eye on, the only person you can change, is you. You can influence people, you can make people feel better, and you should do that. When you help people, and you have a big smile as you do it, you make them feel better. And then they help other people, and they pass it forward, and the world does feel a better place. But get out your comfort zone. Be scared. How many people are worried about exams, about failing exam results? Yeah? How would you like it if I proved to you that you've never failed and you will never fail in the future? Would that be useful? Okay, when you get your exam results, you work really, 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 really hard, or maybe not. You work so hard, you get to your exams, you walk in, you go, "Ah," or whatever your own noise is. You do your exam, you get the results back, you look at it, and maybe you feel you failed, yeah? And you let everybody else down. But you didn't fail. You just didn't get the result that you wanted. And so therefore, all you did was you put a lot of effort in, or no effort in, you got a result back. What most people don't do is say, what could I have done to be better? They just take it on board, and we take it, I'm a loser, my life is a failure, and this is an ongoing pattern. When you know how to work it out, you can either go back and do it again, or you can say, you know what, I didn't get the result I wanted, but I didn't fail. So here's a question for you. How many people have ever failed in your lives before? You didn't fail, you just didn't get the result you wanted. True? Okay, so here's a gift to you. How many people in this room will ever fail in the future? You won't fail, you just won't get the result you wanted. And you make a choice of what you do with that. Do you get that? You don't fail. Failure is a term that in the corporate world means you don't take chances, you don't try something new. When you don't care what the results are, but it's really interesting, I don't mind looking silly. Why? Because is it going to kill me? No, it's not. But I'll never fail, and neither will you. Let's change it. How many people here have ever made a mistake in your life? Right, here's the thing. At the time of doing that thing that you felt was a mistake, you only had a certain amount of information, true? Okay, here's 3 things that will change your mindset for that. Who knows you better than you? You're going to say parents and your girlfriend, boy. Okay, you, right? That's the correct answer, you. Who is going to spend the rest of your life dealing with your results and the choices you make? Okay, and so therefore, who's going to be able to make the best informed decisions from the very beginning right to the very end of your life? So it's not a mistake. Every decision you've ever made was the right decision at that time with the knowledge that you have. So therefore, are you going to make a mistake in the future? No. You're going to make the right decision based on what you know, and it's very important. So now you won't fail, now you won't make mistakes, now you have choice. Stop blaming anybody else. Don't blame the school, the parents, the economy, the hard work you put in. From now on, I'm going to give you a little gift, okay? You are to blame for everything that happens in the rest of your life, not anybody else. Don't turn around and say, my friends, if your friends tell you to do it and you did it, you're an idiot. If you did it and your friends told you and you made the choice to do it, that's fair enough, but start taking the blame, because then you can make better choices. Your life is what you make of it. There's 3 things you need to be aware of. What are you brilliant at doing? What do you love doing? And what ultimately will people pay you for? Because money is good. The more money you have, the more fun you have. Don't listen to people saying, oh, you shouldn't have money. It's not like that. The more you earn, the more that you do it ethically, the more you'll enjoy. Anything else, when you've got bills and you're a parent, trust me, it makes a big difference. So you go out and you get experiences, good experiences, bad experience, tough things, but you don't fail, you don't make mistakes, you jump and you grow wings on the way down. And as you get all these different experiences, one day at the end of your life, you'll look back and your entire life will flash past you. And you want your entire life to be full of things that really excited you. Your bucket list of exciting things to do. The things you got right, the things you got wrong, the people you changed, the effort you made, the difference it made by you being on this planet. If you can't say I've done that, why are you doing any of this? So today, here's my challenge to you. Reinvent yourself. Every single day. Gamify your life. Every single day. People don't like it. Do what I tell my daughter to do. I said, if daddy doesn't like what you say, or your teachers don't like what you say, or your friends don't like what you say, and you feel very strongly about it, what do you tell them? Kiss it. Can you do that? Yeah, you can, and you have to, because the whole world is set up to tell you not to do that. If you really want to have a life worth living, do the stuff that you truly want to do, and have ideas that are worth spreading, you have to be the very best version of you, and that starts today. And I wish you the very best of luck, because right now, this is the best journey you're ever going to get. Enjoy it.